It's because he's bisexual.
Oops. That was not supposed to play immediately. Hello, everyone.
What happened?
I played the "It's because he's bisexual" as soon as we started.
Perfect way to start the stream.
That was subconscious.
Definitely. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the stream. We're playing more Ace Attorney Investigations 2 today. It's a fan translation. It's not an official release. Right off the bat, I want to make sure that's clear because the fans deserve the kudos they should get for the hard, tireless work they made translating it. I wish I could give you a full list of the names of the people who did it, but I don't have it. Welcome. I'm Martin, also known as Little Karibo. We're playing more. I've said that. Let me quick. Oh, you know what? I'm not prepared. Hang on. Sorry.
Need a second?
Yeah, sorry.
No worries.
Hype train success.
Yeah.
We got to a level 2 hype train. Thanks, guys. Let me just quickly pop that on the screen.
This hype train is making my hemorrhoids do the Harlem Shake.
All right, let's see. Sorry, folks. I was kind of rushed this morning.
Sometimes that countdown sneaks up on you too.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, he had to get groceries and everything. That's a big. Well, he had to get groceries. I was laying in bed because I'm a very busy person.
Well, there was a bed to lay in.
Of course. And if the cats are any indication, I should be in it.
Sometimes you don't even need cats to just be in bed, you know?
It's true. Although inevitably, whenever I lay down, Meatball is always there a second later going, eh, eh, eh. Yesterday,
right.
he like plopped on my shoulder like a little parrot. It was so cute.
Aw.
Thank
They like to
you.
be tall.
I'm going to thank people for following. Dragoon Rules 123, thank you for the follow. Looking Glass 1871, thank you for following. Captain Flamingo, thank you for the follow. Cinnamon Coffee 87, thank you for following. Some Fucking Nerd, thank you for following. Prince of Rage, thank you for the follow. Disturbed _ thank you for the follow. Exodia Butters, thank you for following. And Senmaru, thank you for resubscribing at tier 1 for 22 months there. And Erikios1, thank you for resubscribing. I'm okay, Stolas, I just had a really rough morning and I'm just not in a good mood, but I'm going to soldier on. Erikios1, thank you for resubscribing. I'm sorry?
It's going to get better.
It can only get better from here.
Erikios1, thank you for resubscribing at tier 1 for 14 months. For 15 months total. 15 months. I've enjoyed watching these streams, trying to catch up on the last one, lol. As for the poll in the last one, LK, admit I started watching these streams just because you were in them, and I wasn't sure how you were doing between YouTube uploads. That's totally fair. Since then, I have enjoyed Marin and Soupy's commentary as well, of course. Plus, I have so many clips that I want to make a compilation of. It's a bit daunting. Take care. Well, thank you, Erikios. Yes, and best of luck on making a compilation of clips. I hope that you have a lot of footage to go through. I know that you have.
I'd love to see that, to be honest.
I want to tell Martin, or I told Martin that I really want to make like a supercut of all of my troll laughs.
What do you mean?
Like, just like go through all of the VODs every time I have like a like one of those.
I see.
Or something. Just like put them all together and see how different they are or similar.
And Rock Rulin, I know this was an accident, but thank you for the 1,000 bits. Harry exists, everybody. 10 billion points to Gryffindor. It's a good point.
I mean, I disagree. Whenever I see Harry Potter, I go, you little fucking transphobe. But that's just me.
I mean, I feel like Harry, the character, would not be like that. But but I guess I'm basing that off of Daniel Radcliffe, so...
That's true, yeah. You are influenced by Daniel Radcliffe and not by the person who birthed him from their brain.
Good point.
And I say there because apparently that's triggering for her. I don't know. I'm pulling that out of my ass, actually. I'm trying to use there as a default, but also I bet that would piss her off. And I'm amused by that.
All right, thank you for the 1,000 bits, Rock Rulin, even if they are accidental, and we really do appreciate your accidental generosity. AG Silver 96, thank you for resubscribing at tier 1 for 12 months. Been a year, hard to believe. Well, thank you for being here for a year, AG Silver. Relius Craft, thank you for following. Doverlord 1255, thank you for following. Sion 402, thank you for the 100 bits. Hello everyone, I hope you all had a great weekend. Yeah, it's been alright. Thank you for that, Sion. And Ninja Warlord 1420, thank you for the 5 bits. Let's get ready for some pegging.
Yeah!
Rock Rulin, thank you for the intentional 1,000 bits. That last one may have been an accident, but this one is genuine, I swear. Love you guys and everything you do. You're very kind, Rock Rulin. It's very
nice
kind
of
of you.
you.
Given 2,000 bits, half of which you didn't mean to. You really didn't have to follow through on that, but thank you, Rock Rulin. It's very kind. Ninja Warlord, thank you for the 10 bits. Release the butthole cut. I'm one of the people that doesn't really believe the butthole cut is a thing. I know I've seen the picture.
Of what?
Of cats.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. Probably for a good reason.
the serious tone in your voice and that probably for a good reason.
I don't think it necessarily exists in any watchable form. I think it was something they noticed was a technical error and then they fixed it, so I don't think it ever has been finalized, but if they could make one, I would be curious. Wildfire...
Like, add the buttholes back in, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How hard can it
Easy.
be?
I'm sure some fan would be able to do it. Wildfire Vivi, thank you for the 10 bits. Gives LK and Soupy and Marin hugs. We love you all. Well, thank you, Vivi. It's good to see you.
That's gay.
And Vampiro, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Don't read this message, especially you. Vampiro, thank you for the 1,000 bits there. That's hugely kind. Thank you. All right, yeah, we're playing Ace Attorney Investigations 2, but it's not just me, of course. We're also joined by my two extraordinary co-hosts. First of all, and you'll notice that their avatar is a lot more sensitive than usual. They're popping, their mouth is opening a great deal without them saying anything. That's because they aren't currently using their booth. Sorry. They aren't currently using their booth setup because the mic stand broke, which was quite a to-do. We had to deal with that. I'm proud of you for being super gay, Wildfire Vivi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marin Miller. Sorry, Marin. Hi.
What? Hi. Oh, hello. It is I, Marin Miller, here today with your gay update. Since we had a hype train, I want to read like a couple sentences of my fan fiction anyway, and it's not, again, no dirty shit has been written yet. Martin. And I'm gonna we only got to level 2, but I'll read a few more sentences because this is a really stupid joke that I put in. I think it's funny. All right. So Miles is like talking about his week, and he's like, and I have somehow already moved on to an assassination attempt. Who were you trying to kill? Phoenix asked with a straight face, and it took a glare from Miles before he cracked a crooked grin despite the poor reception. I'm sorry, I had to try. Should have known I couldn't have made you laugh. Men are dead, right? What? You said it was an attempt! Anyway, that's my fan fiction. But also here today with your gay update. Guys,
hang on. There we go.
Holy shit. So, we all know, I say we all know Megumi Ogata is the greatest voice actor of our time. Voice for Shinji Ikari and
Yugi.
Yami and Lil Yugi in the original season, and a lot of other things. Well, last night they had the 16th annual Seiyu Awards in Japan, and Megumi Ogata was given the Best Voice Actress Award. And boy, did Megumi Ogata have things to say about that.
She went off.
Yeah, they went off. They came up and they were like, are you sure I should be getting the Best Voice Actress? 70% of the roles I've done are boys, and I don't really consider myself an actress. There's so much talk about being genderless nowadays, and there are voice actors in the industry who have come out as queer. And like myself, there are people out there who go on about their daily lives mostly not thinking of themselves as women. Compared to actors who must show their faces on media, I think it's the voice actors who can advocate to go beyond the genders and put aside labels of male actors and actresses. I don't care about male or female, and for the next award show, maybe you can make it 2 awards without the labels. I think that could lead to more possibilities. At first, I somewhat thought about declining this award, but I decided to accept this for people who have created the titles with me in the Japanese anime industry. Actresses of my age don't get to play the protagonists. To be in such an industry, I thought that my award acceptance can be a positive influence, so I've decided to accept it. I'm sorry for sounding arrogant. I truly am happy for this. So, damn!
That's the tea.
She poured the tea, served the tea, spilled the tea, drank the tea, and continued talking about the tea. This bitch was like off, and I was just like, hell yeah. You go, Regent. You fucking tell him, Monarch. Like, damn. Clap, clap. Meryl Streep gif. Damn. Like, I don't necessarily agree with like, I mean, because also like if you just have best actor category, like then you're essentially having the amount of people that can win it. But also I get the argument. But also I feel like females, I hate using the word female, but female characters, women characters as they are usually written, they're not written with the same amount of depth or with as much frequency as male characters are. So that automatically puts women at an advantage. That's my only concern about combining separated categories. But I totally agree that like in voiceover, why the fuck does it matter what gender a person is? It's only supposed to matter what they sound like. So like, and thankfully we're starting to see a bit of a shift in the industry. I feel like the anime industry is really leading the charge on this. But as a non-binary actor who's represented by an agency, I have seen a lot more non-binary auditions. Now granted, my colleagues got about 100 to 200 auditions annually, and the majority of what I saw was non-binary, and I got less than 40 auditions last year. So thankfully I've since had a conversation with my agent about like what things I want to be reading for, and I've started seeing a little bit more. But also I fall into the same category as Megumi Ogata in having an androgynous sounding voice, because I don't necessarily think my pitch is masculine, but the way that I utilize that pitch through diction and placement is more masculine. So and also like I've heard it all the time. Martin, you look so soul dead right now, and I'm sorry.
All right.
But I'm on a rant. But like anyway, all this to be said, like I have similar challenges to Megumi Ogata in that like I have not been given consideration for roles that I feel I could have been a perfectly decent contender for because of the way that I have identified in the past. And also because of other things, like, I mean, I didn't even get the fucking Shinji auditions. I think I could have put in an okay Shinji audition, but also the director of that show doesn't like me personally. So there's other challenges that have to be considered. So, you know, like, anyway, all this to be said, hell yeah, Megumi Ogata, let's fucking break down the gender binary. Like, if it serves you, great, keep using it. If it doesn't serve you, wave your flag. That's my bottom bullet point.
All right. Yeah. Very cool. I do agree. And we are also joined by the Soupmeister General, Soupy. Hi, Soupy.
Hi, everybody. Actually, we also have another little bit of a gay update, Marin.
Oh.
A little joint gay update.
Oh, yes, we do! I didn't want to steal your thunder.
We're finally making the preparations for our bunny boy wedding in Final Fantasy XIV.
Yes!
Very cool.
Our gay bunny boy wedding. It's gonna be so beautiful.
Yeah, we designed the ceremony and everything yesterday. Now we just have to officially get the date that we want.
Yeah.
And then take some engagement photos, and then...
Yeah.
Then we'll be good.
We're hoping for engagement photos on Tuesday, so keep an eye on our Twitters. And we really want to aim for a Saturday the 19th. Yes, gay lovemaking, precisely.
Gay lovemaking.
We really want to aim for a ceremony on Saturday the 19th. We're gonna
a little
try.
spring wedding.
Yeah, spring wedding, nice Saturday date. So wear a nice sweater and get your Easter baskets ready.
The dress code is sluttiness encouraged.
Yes, if not enforced, really. For the reception, at least.
God, if only I could be handing out to-be attire coffers at the gates.
If you do not wear the booty shorts, get out.
Yeah.
Even though
I need to see some upper thigh.
So yeah, and we were talking about hopefully streaming it, so I'm not sure what channel. I think it'll probably be on my channel, Marin Miller VO, so give me a follow if you wanted to watch our gay bunny boy wedding.
All right, Ryuri Karika, thank you for resubscribing at Tier 3 for 14 months. 14 months, huh? I can't think of anything clever to say today other than happy birthday to my husband, who turned 35 yesterday. Happy birthday, Jason. Happy birthday, Jason.
Happy birthday. You both have great butts.
Amazing ass.
I'm sure that's what brought you together.
And thank you for the resubscription. That's very kind.
Yeah.
And thank you, Demon, for cashing in your star chips for the Family Feud reward. And Ninja Warlord, thank you for the 5 bits. Assless chaps for the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah. I appreciate the hugs, guys. I'm just in a bad mood. It's really not that big a deal.
He's grumpy.
We're gonna try to improve.
He's grumpy cat.
Uh,
Sometimes you gotta be grumpy cat, and then you turn into a happy cat.
I have a hard
You can't
out.
appreciate the happy cat unless you have been the grumpy cat.
I have a hard out of 3, so we only have 2 hours to play today, unfortunately. Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
But we'll do our best to get through. April 2nd, 2:10 p.m. Zodiac Art Gallery Fountain Patio. Well, we're fading away already.
Probably actually watch the Discord stream and not the Twitch stream.
Yeah.
And that's all Uncle Ray knows about the IS-7 incident.
So that's what happened in my father's last case. The truth of the IS-7 incident. Motherfucker.
What happened at the trial? In the end, Von Karma defeated us.
With his bare fists.
Eh? So you couldn't prove Mr. Master's innocence?
Who is
We
the
had-
boy?
We had gathered plenty of evidence to prove it. But Von Karma was even more despicable than we thought.
He was a prosecutor who would do anything for his guilty verdict. I wasn't agreeing with
What if,
you. Just
what
to
if
let
he
you know.
stopped there? He was just like, he was the prosecutor, and Ray was just like, I know.
Go on, Meepo. Go on.
That's right, and he really did use any means necessary. Because of this, the trial dragged on for about a year, until it finally reached a conclusion. Are we gonna just not tiptoe around the fact that he shot the guy?
Well, I mean, Miles probably doesn't want to talk about
Sure.
it, and neither does Ray.
Oh, here we go. Maybe not.
Well, Ray does Ray know?
He must know.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
I wonder.
He must have been following the news.
I'll never.
I guess he probably would have obsessively been following the case of his partner's son getting
I would
accused
think
of murder.
so,
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll never forget that fateful day when the judgment was passed down, the 28th of December. It's April now, so it's been a little over 17 years. How time flies when you're having fun?
No, I'm not. The 28th of December, 17 years ago. I was watching from the gallery that day.
Before the trial, your old man noticed that Mr. Master was acting strangely. He was at the breaking point both mentally and physically. He wanted to be found guilty. No, Mr. Master didn't fake a confession, did he? Yeah, that was what Von Karma was aiming for from the start. So that guy got convicted wrongly.
Mm-hmm.
Then your old man tried to expose the fact that the body had not been found. Von Karma used the power of his police cronies to quash that argument. He even went as far as to prepare a fake autopsy report.
You know, I gotta say, it's really fucked up that he blames Miles for any of this.
Oh, totally.
Who blames Miles?
Like,
Well,
he,
Ray kind of blamed him at the beginning. I don't think he does now, but
I would hope not. But even so, like, the fact that he was taunting him with the Von Karma way, it's like,
yeah.
do you think he chose to be adopted? What the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a bit much. Then, they made Mr. Master give a false testimony and confess to being an accomplice. With Mr. Master's confession, the situation quickly became dire. More dire than it was when a guy got shot. But your old... Wait, what? Oh, this...
Hmm.
I'm confused.
Hmm?
But your old man had a trump card up his sleeve.
I agree.
I'm just thinking right now, Von Karma went on vacation for several months
Yeah.
because he got shot.
Mhm.
So how did the case drag on for a year?
That's what I'm confused about, the time.
Maybe it was delayed by his vacation.
Maybe that, or maybe there was like a team or something.
Yeah. I mean, because also it's like, we're talking about court dates, and work can be done between court dates.
True.
It's not continuous court.
Good point.
Was that the trump card? Was that the trump card he was talking about? That Ah. Blah. Was
Yes.
that the trump card he was talking to Detective Bad about? Voice
Yeah.
acting.
That trump card was to be our insurance in case Mr. Master confessed.
Yeah, same.
He had asked Detective Bad to have Mr. Master's interrogation recorded. Detective Bad wanted to know the truth too, huh? After he was dropped from the investigation, he never stopped caring about the case. Even when he was involved with other large cases, he really was the definition of a true detective on HBO.
Oh. But was he Woody Harrelson or Matthew McConaughey?
He was Vince Vaughn.
Oh.
Oh.
That's truly unfortunate.
Yeah. The defense presented the recording, which proved the confession was forced. Well, it seems the detective in charge of the initial investigation and interrogation, Rip Lacer.
Wow. That. Do you think that's his birth name?
Because he replaced the guy. Okay, that's all I needed.
That's
now
a
I'm feeling pretty
one.
good. I just needed a stupid Phoenix Wright name. Rip Lacer.
Did you see that fucking meme I shared on Twitter where it's like Tobey Maguire with the pizza and he's saying pizza time, but they're like Ace Attorney fans when they need a pun in their fan fictions and it says pun time.
I did see that. Oh,
Rip Lacer took all of the blame and was charged and dismissed. Still at the trial, your old man exposed Von Karma's corruption, and Von Karma received his first penalty from the then chief prosecutor. Okay,
Spanked.
so this was a year after the stuff we did? Or this was a few days after?
No, this was like, so I'm pretty sure, wait, what was the last day? It was like Christmas Day was the last day we played?
Yeah.
So, like, there were a couple days of trial right after that, like
Right.
on the 26th and 27th. And then I think on the 28th, he got his wrist slap, and that's when he ran into him in the elevator and shot him.
But they said the 28th, the year after. So is it literally 365 days?
They said because of the complications that Gregory came across, the trial was dragged on, and I think that they found out that there were problems at the beginning, which caused the chief prosecutor's office to reinvestigate everything, is what they're saying.
Okay.
So that's why he was like, it's like, you motherfucker, look at this little thing you missed, and now because of you, we have a year's worth of work to do.
I see. So this did happen relatively recently after the stuff we were playing.
I think
On the
so,
28th.
yeah.
Not
yeah.
a year after. Okay.
No.
I was confused.
He was laying out the timeline, and now he's in the final days leading up to. This is like what triggered that spinning out.
Gotcha. Awesome Chair 99, thank you for the 10 bits. Hi LK, hope you're having a wonderful day. Just got here, what did I miss? You've not missed much, we've just been recapping basically what happened after the section we just played, which is, if you've played Phoenix Wright, the original trilogy, you know, the trial kind of, it wasn't really a mistrial, it just sort of, they went into recess because Gregory Edgeworth was like, motherfucker, you bullshitted. And
Yeah, and now Von Karma got a slap.
yeah, so then,
spank.
and we're gonna find out what happened next.
The only penalty in his 40 years of prosecution.
However, Mr. Master didn't want the trial to continue any longer. Yes, the Azumaki, yeah, I realized that is how I phrased it. Motherfucker, you bullshitted.
And the judge is
Gregory
just like, you
Atticus.
did bullshit,
Hey,
Mr.
motherfucker.
Vakava."
And the curtains closed on the trial that day with the verdict of guilty. He looks like that guy from... Nobody else is going to know what I'm talking about. Maybe a couple of you. The guy from Killer 7 who has the big afro.
Never seen it.
It's a game,
It is a game.
but I also didn't
played
get that far. I tried playing it when you said it was your favorite game or one of your favorite
It was
games
great.
because I was like, I want my boyfriend. I want to talk to my boyfriend.
What did you
And
think of
then
it?
I didn't get very far. It was hard to figure out.
Yeah, it's confusing.
my memory of that time is fuzzy because of all the PTSD and depression and shit, but I was also there watching my father's final trial.
Not Garcian, the guy who does the whole, the names, in fact, I could just say his name. The name's Andre Almeida, that guy. Venaz Ven, thank you for following, and Wildfire Vivi, thank you for the 20 bits. It was a year because they said Mr. Master was at the end of his tether. This is the 28th of December 2001. The incident was 24th of December 2000.
Really?
Are we sure
Is that
Mr.
right?
Master isn't at the end of his tether after the interval?
Well, because he was already white-haired before the year interval.
Yeah. Like
He was
literally the
white-haired
next
from
day.
being tortured. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that the Gregory stuff happened a few days later, and then this stuff that with him happened a year later. I don't know. We're all getting confused.
I'd explained my position.
I think I agree with you. The Azul Magia, thank you for the bit. I remember thinking that his hair turning white was just haha funny Ace Attorney animation to show an exaggerated reaction, but then his hair stayed white, and I was like, oh.
This is, I got a tangent, but like, this is like when the banquet stuff was revealed in Yuri on Ice, and everyone was trying to figure out, was the banquet like after the Grand Prix final or before the Grand Prix final? Were they, when did the photo question happen in the timeline? Like all these little fucking detailed.
That's real sad, Dark Jaden. Yeah, the 3-day trial system has not been introduced yet, so I don't know if it would have been to Von Karma's benefit or to his chagrin if they'd had it back then.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm looking at the Ace Attorney fandom wiki on the timeline page, and it was a whole year. So Gregory lives for another year after the last one the last section we saw him.
Oh,
wow!
Okay. So he does live a little bit longer than all those jokes we were making.
So I guess he was Master's attorney for that whole year.
Oh wow! Well,
then.
shut our mouth. I was gonna say Ray had a surprisingly close relationship with a guy he knew for a few days, basically. But yeah, okay. So that's interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
You
all
guys-
those jokes that I made about Gregory dying like in a few days, just forget all those guys.
Okay. No,
Wipe
yeah.
your
I didn't say that. I was never wrong.
Jury dismissed the previous remark.
So
Strike
to
that from the
reiterate,
record.
reiterate, a bunch of you in the chat are right. We were assuming wrong. There's a whole year, and Gregory Edgeworth is alive and hanging out with Ray. Did you say this?
I think his final regret became my own.
Man, people watching the VODs are gonna be watching the parts where we're like, he's gonna die in a few days, and they'll be like,
They're just
no,
like
he's
shaking
not.
the computer. No!
Your old man wanted a retrial to prove Master's innocence, but he passed on before he could fulfill his wish. I was wondering why he wasn't mentioning that he got shot. I was like, after getting entangled in another case. Oh, it was a different case. There was another case?
There are so many cases. I don't know what's going on anymore.
I don't think there's another case that's relevant.
But there must have been another case.
Unless he's talking about the case where he fucking died.
Or unless he's talking about a case that we are going to play.
Entangled in
He
it.
got entangled by a bullet.
No, there's no other case that I can remember.
The Azul Magia, thank you for the bit. I think he's referring to DL6.
Yeah, I think he just
maybe.
doesn't want to say, the case where your dad got shot in front of your eyes.
Okay, Ray.
Yeah, that's. If we just waited 2 seconds and kept our mouth shut and kept clicking.
Edgeworth's just like, yeah, I guess you could say he got entangled in that case.
Yeah, okay, that's a way of putting it. That's a verb. Entangled's a sexier verb than I would have used for that, but okay. I would have said murdered.
I can't believe I just burst out laughing when we saw Gregory Edgeworth's dead body. I'm sorry, everybody.
Edgeworth is just like, my dad.
It breaks my heart.
It's like, yep, your dad got entangled to death.
I wish I could have.
It breaks my heart even now that I didn't return home with him that day. But I took the stairs.
You live with him?
And what's more, to blind myself from my own worthlessness. Ray! Oh. Uncle Ray put all of his hatred on you as a traitor for being Von Karma's pupil. Good grief.
In my defense, you look stupid.
That 8-year-old boy is a jerk. I'm sorry. Gomenasai. Orewa gomenasai.
Do not be. It is natural you would hate me.
I'm
Is
very
it?
hateful.
That's...
My
Miles, what
father
happened to
was a
yourself, Ward?
whore. After I became a prosecutor.
What is happening?
I was able to get Von Karma to show me the case file.
Is he now Gregory?
He's thinking about his dad, and maybe sometimes he just changes his voice without realizing it.
Just like his dad.
Just like his dad.
What was that? He just flashed a paper.
Mr.
Case file.
Master. Case file. Mr. Master was found guilty for the murder of Isaac Dover.
As I showed you in these notes that I waved for 5 seconds.
Beep.
That's not right.
Where did it go? Look at his hands. He's got like no wrists. He's got very chubby palms.
His hands are so tiny in comparison to Miles'
E-Man.
hands.
You got a great butt.
Was just Jerry.
His hands are so tiny in comparison to his arms.
Yeah, it's like Miles' hands are at least twice that big.
That's the real reason he hates him, hand envy.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
that
and you
part-
have wrists.
Was just Jerry, thank you for resubscribing with Prime for 11 months. How much gum can a gumshoe chew if a gumshoe could afford gum to chew?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't
Was
know.
it Mr. Master found guilty of being an accomplice?
I don't fucking know. Well, this case file says guilty of murder.
Of Moida.
Moida. There shouldn't be anything unresolved in the cases handled by Manfred von Karma.
But they're saying that there was somebody else involved, but they didn't convict anybody else. Is that right?
I don't remember.
My ADHD is in
Wait,
overdrive.
can I take a look at that file?
I'm lucky to be able to read the words right now.
Oh! It looks like the charges have been rewritten. Look at this. Suspect data, Jeffrey Master, 39. Creator of the dessert contest. I'm as old as Jeffrey Master. The victim's body was found inside a dessert made by the suspect. This led to his arrest. In jail, but he wasn't found there. In jail, he was diagnosed with how do you say it? Goisia?
Hypogeusia?
Geusia. And he was treated by medicine. After his
Just
own
medicine.
confession, he was convicted as an accomplice to the murder. Edgeworth.
Oh, the charges accomplice to murder?
This is a copy of the original case file I received from the courts. I carry it around all the time.
It's my favorite.
It's a good read.
Why would the charge be altered?
This file was given to you by Von Karma, right? Maybe he just didn't want you to know the truth, since you're Gregory's son. He would have wanted to avoid another retrial before the statute of limitations ran out, after all. Good job doing that.
So what I had come to believe back then had all been a lie.
So that was his way of manipulating Edgeworth?
One of many, I'm sure.
You got a great
Rainbow
butt.
Love Goddess, thank you for subscribing at Tier 1 for 5 months on a 2-month streak. He even carried that to the bathroom when he's in a shower, in bed with the wife. It's very
She's just like,
soggy.
Can we not have the case file this time?
But
And
listen,
he's like, I need it.
Spiralis or Spiralis, thank you for following. Spiral is. I don't know what. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Cool name, though. Did I miss the line? If you didn't know about it, just make sure you know it from now on.
Ah.
The statute of limitations has long expired, but the truth still sleeps right here. Hi guys, what are you talking about, huh? After your old man passed away, Uncle Ray took over as Mr. Master's defense attorney. Although Von Karma also had another prosecutor take over the case. Perhaps he thought that since his opponent was a rookie, he didn't even need to turn up. In the end, the real killer was never found, and Mr. Master was found guilty. No! Is there nothing we can do even now? Since the killer was never found, he can't withdraw his confession. Oh, is he still in prison? He's still alive?
Yep.
I found out after the trial that Mr. Master made a deal with Von Karma because Von Karma had threatened him. If you don't confess, Catherine Hall will be held under the same charges. She was like,
Mon Dieu!
That's terrible. I'm sorry, that's terrible. I was talking about the accent.
Mon!
Me!
Mwah!
Oh, yes, I guess. I don't think Mr. Master really thought that Kate was the killer, but to protect her, he faked a confession. Oh, he had a deep fake.
Oh no.
I hate those so much. They're so creepy.
Von Karma just wasn't a great guy, I guess. Miles. On the day that Knightley Boy was killed, why do you think that Uncle Ray was at the prison?
Because you like it there? I don't know.
Ah, I see.
You went to see Mr. I'm sorry.
You with your Gregory voice. Mr. Master.
I just had I clicked on the video to watch it later, and then I heard a little bit of the talk. Anyway, the accent stuck. I'm a mimic. You went to see Mr. Master, didn't you?
I said I'd visit him every day. Wow. I couldn't keep that promise, but I asked Katie Pie to look in on him for me when I couldn't.
What?
Sorry. Through rain or snow she went. Every single day without fail. Ninja Warlord 1420, thank you for the 5 bits. Oh, I thought he went to the prison to visit the Pagatorium.
Everybody
It's
does.
a
Well,
valid
that too.
assumption. And Erikios, thank you for the 10 bits. Oh, my Edgeworth. I've made a startling conclusion. Von Karma was a bad guy.
He had some flaws, perhaps.
Not a perfect guy, by any means. But nothing has changed, and Mr. Master still serves his punishment. That's so sad. Isn't there anything we can do? That's why Ray randomly had chocolates to pass around in the last case, because he wanted to give them to Mr. Master. Oh, we thought he was a creep.
He isn't not a creep.
He isn't not a creep, but he isn't specifically a creep in that situation.
I think, honestly, now that I'm seeing more of a bigger picture of Ray, I think he might just be the completely unraveled version of Phoenix Wright.
Yeah, I think if Phoenix had, like, slightly less self-awareness, he might also be offering hugs to random people.
Or less shame, really. I think Ray is just Phoenix if Phoenix didn't give a shit and was even more of a disaster bisexual. A chaotic bisexual, maybe.
So Ray is chaotic bisexual and Phoenix is just horrid bisexual?
Yeah, horrid / disaster.
I'm sorry, but my take on Ray is that he's a confident Larry.
Maybe he's just a combination of Phoenix and Larry.
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay.
He's Farry. Or Lennox. Demon Cross, thank you for the 5 bits there. I do appreciate it.
It's because he's bisexual.
It's because he's bisexual. Thank you, Soupy.
That's the only reason why you wanted that redeemed. Anytime we talk about a character's sexuality, Vamp is here.
Yep.
That's why I came here.
It's Solid Snake here to set the record straight.
Because I'm bisexual.
To set the record bisexual, really.
Because I knew those ice sculptures would be on display here today. So this has all been a plan. It's not just been him dragging Edgeworth to this place. He's actually had intentions.
Here's the thing, because, like, the difference between, like, Larry and Ray is Larry would steal the lunch money. Ray would not. Ray would ask to, like, hug the teacher. I think he just has no boundaries.
And I also think, like, Ray is also competent.
Yeah, Ray seems to have his shit together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, for Ray, like, the whole, like, give me a hug thing is like an act.
Yeah.
You know?
I see.
So, what are you going to do, Miles? Like, I feel like he's been doing sort of this thing with Edgeworth where he's like, I'm trying to lead you to water, but you have to drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just being the Loki. But he's also... Loki is also got his own problems. I am a prosecutor, but without the belch this time. My position is different from you and my father.
Miles, I know you're a top.
Have you seen my top? But moving past my sexual position, what I want as Miles Edgeworth is a penis inside of me. I mean, is to know the truth of these two cases. And also Phoenix Wright's penis. It is for that reason that I am here.
Me in Phoenix Wright.
You really are your father's son. Well then, if that's what you've decided, I'll support you all the way.
Like, what is that? What is that?
What this?
That has to be a that has to be, like, from a true motivation. That's just, like, what kind of person does that is my question. That's
What?
the chaotic.
The clapping?
The little hand clapping. What full-grown 30-something-year-old man does that hand clapping?
This one.
Jay, Ray
That's where the chaotic bisexual comes in.
Jay, Ray would also be willing to stand up to own up to his mistakes, compared to Larry, who'd constantly deflect from his own failings and refuse to own up to them. Yes, Ray seems to be more self-aware.
Oh yeah, Larry is like, Ray is like, I'm an asshole.
There should be a 3-for-1 bunk demon. I'll tell you what, I'll save everybody the money and I'll just bunk all of us just for good measure.
Yay.
Here we go. And we're all bunked. I think that's reset us all. I'd better leave the IS-7 documents and evidence with you then. All right, here are the documents. By the way, the parts in orange are Uncle Ray's
And I got
own
news
notes.
for you. That means you're gay.
If you write notes in orange, that means you're gay. Ninja Warlord 1420, thank you for explaining that through the medium of iced tea. IS-7 incident file updated in my organizer. Case file received from Shields. Parts in orange are Shields notes.
Thank you.
And now, here's the IS-7 evidence. There's a lot, so make sure you look it over when you're investigating. There's a lot, so make sure to look it over while you investigate. Received a lot of IS-7 evidence from Mr. Shields.
Oh shit!
So this has been us transporting the evidence from the flashback to present day.
Basically.
That's, I guess.
Very day of the tentacle.
He pulled it right out of the past.
I'll check it through. I will check it through later.
Check through it later. So we got the family photo of Gustavia, Dover, and their sons. I always forgot. Wait, these guys are probably older now. These guys are probably like in their late teens.
Isn't the one on the left Connie in Attack on Titan?
Yeah,
You're
sure
right.
is.
So yeah, they are grown up, and they're probably killed by Titans.
Yeah,
I don't know if Connie survives.
Like, they didn't make it to like their 20s. They got eaten by Titans.
Gustavia's son always came to visit up until the finals. So the son stayed back for the finals. Okay. That's interesting. And we saw a child, didn't we? Didn't we see a child in one of the statue areas? He was like, "Oh, I'm a kid."
Yeah, but that's a different child.
It's just a kid. Okay.
That's a present day child. Whereas
Right.
Yeah.
the kids in
Right.
this photo would be grown up by now.
Don't be a
Alright.
time traveler racist.
Rock salt lamp photo of the murder weapon in the IS-7 incident stained with Dover's blood. There it is. Blah, that's a lot. It's a lot of blood.
Well, he is dead, so.
It's true. All right. The angel recipe book, the smudged fingerprints, which we never did figure out whose those were, did we?
No.
Yeah, I think if we did, it would say.
Well, didn't Delicia say she ate some stuff?
She ate the little leaf piece thing that fell off of the corner.
And there's the Larry sketch.
I don't know if we ever identified the fingerprints because I think there were no fingerprints.
Pink Hat Kid, thank you for following. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think that's just all the evidence we've gotten from the mofo. You bullshitted. All right, sweet. In fact, let me check profile, see if did we add anybody? Oh, she's got the big poofy white hair. Age 57. They've aged up his portrait.
Yep.
Gender male was found guilty in the IS-7 incident and is serving time in prison. I hope we go visit him. Isaac Dover's dead. All right. Oh, hey, it's
dead.
It's
the best.
That kid.
It's that guy. All right. Let's go. Anyway, there are so many strange things about this case, as opposed to the other cases that we've had in the last 2 weeks.
Those were normal.
Indeed. Those involved in the case 18 years ago have reunited and another incident occurs. Motherfucker. Replicas of the statues from 18 years ago were displayed in the Winter Palace, and poison gas was released in the Autumn Palace, which had been disguised as the Winter Palace.
Very detailed gas.
Yeah. Disguised as the Winter Palace. The two chemicals in the Pisces case, normalium and fatalium, were mixed, causing an outbreak of poison gas. The victim of the poison gas was Dane Gustavia, a person involved in the IS-7 incident.
Thank you, Erikios. I don't think you have a problem. I think we're the ones with the problem that we keep creating clippable moments like that. Oh, Pink Cat Kid, your kitten is watching with you. We'll say hi to the kitty from us.
Aw,
baby.
We're big fans of cats.
If I say cat, you have to get Gordon. Because he was unconscious. I was gonna be like, that's my bomb drop for later, and you're like, say it, bitch.
I want to see the cat now.
Is Gordon even nearby? He's probably in the kitchen.
I could probably find him if you want.
Sure.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Cat!
At the Diet Coke boxes.
He's we need the double wide.
You gotta get one of the 24 packs of Diet Coke so that he'll fit in the box.
Oh god.
I think that's what he wants.
Yeah, I guess we probably should do that.
Yeah, why get a new cat tree if what Gordon loves is the Diet Coke boxes?
He's so fat. I love him.
He really is. He's very cute.
Yeah, he's ridiculous. So I think he was nipping before because he was like, I don't want to be pet there. But how am I supposed to know where the fuck you want to be pet? You know, the exact spot. So then I'd start walking away from him if he bit me. And now he's like, wait, I want more pets. But the other day, he did this thing where he was giving me a kiss and then he gave me just a little bite. Oh, big boy.
Oh, big man.
Look at all those stripes. Big guy. Oh my god, he's huge.
He's like, nah.
There you go.
He likes being on the shoulder, and then he wants to come down on the chest.
There you go.
Oh, what a cute.
You're getting comfy.
He's so huge.
He is massive.
Yeah. He's gained weight since he got here.
More cat to pet.
Yeah. He's so funny. I mean, I think we're definitely gonna put him on a different kind of feeding schedule because we free feed right now.
He is.
But I have to get another automatic feeder. Because when he purrs, he's just like
Poor baby.
So I'm like, I don't know if you're
too,
gasping or if that's just how you purr or.
Hang on. Are you okay up there?
He's like, my ass is sliding off.
No, come down. Down here.
Big guy. We got him when he was 4. We got him. He's 4. I don't know when his birthday is, but we got him when he was 4 years old last July, and they said that that was only the second adult cat they had adopted, and I'm like,
okay,
adult
shall we
4?
go down?
He's a
I can't
baby.
believe he's only 4.
But I gotta pull.
Yeah,
He's so heavy.
he's a troublemaker though.
Meow.
He likes to get into cupboards and stuff.
You burnt all the toast. Huh? You want to purr in the microphone?
Oh. I heard just the tiniest bit.
Hear him. Okay, how about we put you down? I need to continue my stream. Down you go.
But yeah, he
Oh,
took
dear.
a few months to really
Okay.
settle down, and now like he's finally starting.
Okay,
like
I'm back,
Meatball
sorry.
will give him kisses. Hello. I
Hi.
was doing like the this is Gordon. Gordon is 25 pounds.
He's
Of
big.
the Pokédex of Gordon.
Could you hear him purring?
No.
A little tiny bit.
A little
Yeah,
tiny
just
bit.
a little teeny bit.
He is big, and he was making himself as heavy as possible.
Yeah, I was saying how, like when he first got here, he took like 3 or 4 months to really settle in, and now like Meatball, like even a couple weeks ago when Meatball would give him kisses, he'd be like, stop, and he'd walk away, but now Meatball will give him kisses, and he's like, all right, this is fine.
He's like, I gotta get used to it, I guess.
Yeah, and now he's starting to like cuddle with us a bit more, and he's coming into our bedroom a bit more.
He's
Aw.
being very social.
Yeah, like
cutie.
people underestimate how long it takes some cats to decompress, because like Gordon had a feeding tube inside of him for like weeks, like maybe 3 months before we got him, and you know his whole life changed
Yeah.
when
He probably didn't like being touched so much around then.
Yeah, and you know his relationship with humans would have been different if his whole life was with one family, you know. So we're just trying to give him space.
Yeah, he seems to be happy.
Yeah, he's a big happy boy, and he talks so much now.
The Azel Magia, thank you for the 3 bits. I like how Larry has left now that the case has gotten more serious. If only all of the games had that self-awareness.
God.
And Rayu Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. Such a cute kitty. He is a cute kitty. Cute, you're cute, Gordon. Did you say this line?
Because he was unconscious, he received treatment in the Zodiac Art Gallery's
Because
infirmary.
he was bisexual.
Because he was bisexual. Look at his ass. Look at his ass.
Look
Dump
at that
truck.
dead guy's dumper.
No, I'm talking about Miles.
Ah.
Dump truck. Look at that light.
I did see a Tumblr post the other day again about like that figurine that just has like an incredibly detailed ass crack for him.
Yeah, the pants are sewn inside of him. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like fucking give me the name of your tailor, Miles Edgeworth. They're doing exquisite work.
I want them to make my tits look like anime tits.
We got bonked by Mitch Motown, Marin.
Yeah, that's fair. Finally, the dead body found. No, not finally, but finally, the dead body found floating in the fountain.
Finally.
Miles is like, finally, some action.
I almost forgot
he's
about that
bisexual.
happening in present day.
Thank you, Yami Kasara, for explaining that the dead body was found in the fountain because he was bisexual.
And once again, the ice sculptures have melted.
Did I say Vampiro or Yami Kasara?
You said Yami Kisara, I believe.
Okay, good, okay. I saw Vamp, but I was like, did I say Vampiro by mistake?
There are deep connections between the two cases, much
That's-
like me and Phoenix Wright.
That's not an
Two
edit,
ships.
Yami Kasara. That's a real line from Metal Gear Solid where they explain that Vamp is
Yeah.
gay. Well, Vamp is bisexual.
This dude literally doesn't he literally drink blood?
Yes, the funny thing
But
is...
it turns but his name is Vamp because he's
He's
bisexual.
bisexual.
It's hysterical because Snake goes into this long preamble where he's like,
there was an explosion or something in a church, and his heart was pierced by a crucifix, and then he drank the blood of his family to survive, and so he developed a taste for blood.
And then Raiden goes, so that's why they call him Vamp, because he's a vampire. And Snake's like,
No, it's because he's bisexual.
Duh, idiot. I do have something I need to get off my chest real quick.
go on, please.
Oh.
There's no way the Meryl ending is meant to be the true ending, right?
We've lost
We
Mara.
digging up 20-year-old bones.
Okay.
Well,
I'm happy to-
25-year-old bones.
I know they're 20, 25-year-old bones, but I was watching it the other night, so it's fresh in my mind.
Soupy, I'm willing to give you the floor if you want to talk about this.
Well, it's just like, so I was watching the Meryl ending, right? Because I realized I'd only ever like watched it once, like forever ago. But like during that ending, Solid Snake has codec conversations with Mei Ling, Colonel Campbell, Naomi, and Otacon. And he has more chemistry with all of those characters than he does with Meryl.
Certainly. But isn't that why they break up?
I mean, yeah, she ends up marrying Johnny at least.
Like,
Yeah, I mean-
doesn't she die if you don't choose her?
She does die if you don't, yeah.
Yeah, so how could it be canon? I mean, I don't...
It's just maybe.
But
she
then
faked
does
her death, I don't know.
Otacon die?
No, he
What happens to Otacon?
No,
He gets away.
No, Otacon gets away, but because no matter what ending would technically be canon in Metal Gear Solid 1, like by Metal Gear Solid 2, Snake and Meryl are broken up anyway, and he's chilling with Otacon now.
Yep.
I mean,
I just
think
feel like. Go
I
ahead.
think they must have flirted using that Hal and Dave line in Jupiter
100%,
before.
yeah.
Yeah. Regardless of whether or not where in the canon it happened, that they flirted for sure.
I just feel like if the Meryl ending is canon, right?
Yeah.
And then Snake and Meryl are together, and I just think like Solid Snake and Meryl could be having sex, and then if Snake got a text from Otacon in the middle of it, he would stop to answer the text.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably why they broke up, honestly.
Probably.
Honestly, and keep this in mind, even if the ending from Metal Gear Solid with Otacon didn't happen that way, post-game, when Snake breaks up with Meryl, they probably have, like, a whole, like, night together with Snake venting his emotions, and then they have that same conversation, but it's much more intimate.
Yeah, and then they fuck.
And
Yeah.
they're not escaping from some, like, outer heaven facility. They're just together.
Yeah, where it's like the adrenaline is like really heightening their emotions.
Yeah, that's why Snake and Meryl hooked up, was because they had a mutually traumatic experience that brought them together. But trauma does not mean that you are compatible.
Yeah.
And Snake and Otacon are compatible, and Otacon's gonna tell Snake all this when Snake breaks up with Meryl. And he's gonna be like, honey, I've been here the whole time, waiting to suck your dick. I need to write this fanfiction. I need to start writing down fanfictions. I had another great idea the other night, too, that I was like, I remember gatekeeping Longa's dick. That's right.
What?
Okay. Well, I had an idea that I was
I
not
don't know if
going
I'm going
to
to give you the
write.
floor for this one.
I had an idea that I was not going to write for Skate the Infinity, but I thought it would be fun as like an original idea. It's basically another threesome scenario. That's it. Gatekeeping dick. And what was the one we just said? Okay, all right, yes, Meryl breaking up with Snake.
You're writing it down.
Over answering the text message in bed.
Over answering
Okay.
Oda's text in bed, and then Oda and Snake talk about it and fuck.
In the meantime,
This is where it all starts, y'all. These are gonna be 20,000 words each.
Yeah.
Making history.
Azulmagia, thank you for the 5 bits. The Meryl ending is confirmed canon, I'm afraid. Sorry, Soupy. Am I quieter? Yeah.
It just
sorry.
doesn't feel like it should be that way.
Am I significantly quieter, guys? I do apologize. I'm not sure why. Let me turn myself up a little bit. That shouldn't need to be that high.
A little bit.
Am I very quiet?
That's what it sounded like.
Sorry.
No, it's funny.
Komori Mojo, thank you for following. Ryu Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. Is lost but interested because gay.
I think Kojima would make the Meryl ending canon just to be like, later on, just be like, well, I tried to make Solid Snake straight and it just didn't work. He just wanted to like prove he tried.
I do think that Kojima is just not out about how bisexual he is.
Oh,
because he's
completely.
been writing gay shit forever.
He has retweeted gay shit. He's in love with Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah, and now Rahul Kohli.
Yes, exactly. Like,
anyway,
Kojima's not straight.
We only have an hour and 20 minutes. We've not even gotten
possible.
through the first scene.
It's possible. It's possible. There are still some clues left from 18 years ago.
Vampiro, thank you for the 5 bits. Korewa nanomachines. And Rari Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. Marin, you need a doc like I do where I just jot down plot bunnies when they happen.
Yeah, I literally just created a new doc called Erotica Ideas, so...
Right, let's get started.
Good idea, Kay.
Objection! The best! Just 1 second. Don't tell me you've forgotten about me.
How could we?
Oh, did I not tell you that I'm the one in charge of this case?
Just Ellie86, speaking of Solid Snake, you've got a great butt. Thank you for resubscribing at Tier 1 for 9 months. Woo, 9 months. Thank you.
Beautiful butt, baby.
Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Just Ellie.
Prosecutor
That's one for the
Edgeworth. If you intend to continue disrupting Sebastian's investigation.
Oh, bloody hell. Does Springer, thank you for the 10 bits to best. Don't say you forgot about me. I wish.
The word guilty will be added to your PIC report.
Dun 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 dun.
That was Law and Order shit.
What? What were all those noises? What does she mean by
Dun, dun.
guilty?
You're a prosecutor, Edgeworth. You know what that means.
Where's Dick Wolf? Please allow me to... Please allow me
I
to...
will not allow you to.
Tell her I want to squeeze them. Also... What?
I was just letting Audio Dragon know that the best is 17. Sorry.
Oh, 17, yes. I was like, I wasn't making any comments about
Yeah,
it.
we were like, what did we do? I appreciate your proposal, but I'm afraid I must overrule it.
Beazel Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. I'm talking about taking your badge. It's kind of the topic of all our conversations. It really is. It really is.
He's like, can we talk about something else?
I'm feeling uncomfortable.
That was fast.
Even though we're short on hands to identify the victim right now. It's only a matter of time until we figure it out.
In that case, I shall take that load off your shoulders at once, milady. Regarding the identity of the unidentified body, one person comes to mind. Your mother.
Really? Then tell us.
My mother?
Humph. Very well.
Look into Best's face.
It's not just the sculptures that have made a comeback from the incident 18 years ago.
Hold up. If they're gonna say that's the body from 18 years ago, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Wait.
Who this dead man?
Wait.
I guess maybe he wasn't dead.
Hold up. Was it Frozen?
It might have been Frozen. I don't quite remember.
Hold up.
Keep going. We don't want another entanglement situation. Let's do Isaac Dover, obviously.
Yeah. That's nuts.
I'm very confused, but it's likely that the identity of the body is the victim of the murder that occurred here 18 years ago.
He Diago did it. Erikios1, thank you for the 10 bits. Courtney Edgeworth, every time we meet, my retractable mallet staff elongates. Edgeworth, I have that effect on people.
You're telling me you get harder every time you see me.
It's a bloody Encino Man situation.
Isaac Dover.
That's Elsa's bottle?
Hey, who's that? I've never heard of him.
Mr. Isaac Dover, a truly great sculptor. But he was better known as Pierre Hoquet. The sculptures on display here in the museum are all his creations.
Ah, so in other words, that sculptor was the best. The best? Somehow I have a strong kinship to him. I kin him. Yeah.
And he was the victim in the IS-7 incident.
Well, then now we could just ask the best what happened because he's kenning this guy.
I know.
Kin him harder and be dead. God.
She knew about the IS-7 incident.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, the IS-7 incident occurred 18 years ago. And what's more, the police reported the removal of the body.
One of these kids isn't the best, is it?
What?
Neither
No.
of these kids are the
No.
best. Okay, good.
No, it's Connie from Attack on Titan and every Japanese boy from Isekai protagonist.
Yeah, basically.
Rock Rulin, thank you for the bit. Visit Japaniphonia's own magical mystery museum where the same murder takes place every 18 years. Fun for the whole family.
Fun for the
I'd
whole
rather
family
go there
once
than
every
the big
generation.
top.
Yeah.
That's what's on the record. But I wonder if that really is the truth.
What are you saying?
The defense attorney in the IS-7 incident claimed that the body was never found. Not that the prosecution would ever admit to such a thing. Whose phone? Oh.
Hello? Oh, really?
Is something wrong, Sebastian?
No, it's just they said they know who the victim is.
They said it's a guy.
Who is it?
What? It's just as that prosecutor says. It's Dover.
So whether we knew who it was or not, it would have told us.
No, it can't be.
Oh, you're fine, Rock Rulin.
Huh. It would seem my father's suspicions were correct. What is it, Judge Courtney?
You're kind of rude. Can you not burp in
This is
face like
this
that?
is the face
Look.
I pull when Marin burps.
Look, sometimes my brain gets full and I have to vent a little steam. Either that or I trauma dump. It's your choice, lady. Come on. Anyway, have you finally realized I'm much more helpful than Mr. DeBest?
Why are you trying to compete with a
Yeah.
17-year-old bro?
Have you finally realized I'm better than a 17-year-old?
Hey, you! Are you trying to steal the best's position for yourself? The best! The best!
No, man, I just want to know the truth.
No, man.
No, man.
No, man.
And for that to happen, we need to cooperate, yo.
He's like, no, I'm gay. Why would I? The truth is none of your concern.
Objection.
All right.
Objection. I love him.
I don't think that's true, Courtney Pie.
I want to know who voices Ray.
Yeah,
in
who
this.
does
Like, He
that?
just sounds so fucking great. Objection.
I don't think that's
Pretty
true.
sure the
Courtney
names
Pie.
are listed somewhere.
Probably in the credits. I
You
really hope.
again.
I just love also how conversational the objections are in this game.
Yeah, totally. They just, they're not like big things because these are prosecutors. They just talk like that.
Yeah. Well, we're not even in the courtroom. We're just hanging around in like rooms talking
Yeah.
about cases.
So it's
they're
gotta
like,
be
objection.
objective.
Hang on.
Casual
Let's hold
objection.
on. Hold it.
Ray Shields was voiced by someone going by the name of, and it's appropriate, Byronic Hero.
Hey.
So no real name attached, but
I'd give that
kudos.
guy a hug.
kudos to Byronic Hero.
It's because he's
Because
bisexual.
he's bisexual, obviously, Soupy.
hero.
Byronic sexual.
A hero to us all.
Uncle Ray assisted the defense attorney involved in the IS-7 incident. The one who claimed that Mr. Dover's body was never found. The prosecution denied it at the time, but now the body has been discovered here, So wait, they denied that they didn't find the body.
Yeah, they faked an autopsy report and everything.
But didn't anyone
so
anywhere
that's
be
why he
like...
got a big ol'... That's why Von Karma got a slap.
Right, yeah, okay.
No, he got the slap because he forced a confession.
Right.
That's so weird.
I mean, either way, it's
Up
like...
until this point, everyone still thought a body was found during that case.
That's so weird.
He obviously was botching a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he probably like put a fake body in there or something that was somebody he killed.
The fact that he got just a slap on the wrist.
Yeah,
It's pretty crazy.
Another defense attorney that he killed in an elevator. The prosecution denied it. In other words, the IS-7 investigation was unjust. Yeah, Edgeworth's really changed from the start of the game series, with him being more focused on finding out the truth and then keeping up his own record. Also, Manfred's reputation meant people didn't question what he said. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, and they said he had police cronies, so I'm sure... And you'll also see later on some, people who were working with him.
Ultimately, it is crazy how much control Von Karma had over all of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got the penalty because he pretended to have found the body to post a confession. So it's kind of both. Oh, wow. Volcanic, I want to back up 5 steps.
At the time, they didn't know about, the fact that there was no body. Like,
right,
they ignored that.
They just didn't know. They
so
just
he didn't
assumed.
get a slap on the wrist because of that.
Yeah, the slap ultimately came from the forcing the confession.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like... it was a tornado of things, really.
Yeah.
Volcanic, I want to back up 5 steps and ask how Justine got her license to judge at an age that she looks like she's 28 with a 50-year-old's job. That's very common in these games, though.
Yeah.
I mean, Franziska is currently in diapers and studying to be a lawyer.
Yeah, we got 13-year-old prosecutors and stuff.
I can't wait for the inevitable Phoenix Wright Baby edition, where it's just all babies.
I remember seeing someone point out that, the law books that Lana gives you at the end of Rise from the Ashes look like children's books. And I remember someone just pointing it out, and they were just like, "Why do they look like children's books?" And I was like, "It's because the lawyers keep getting younger every year."
That's true. Yep. And isn't it the duty of the penis in Kagina to investigate corrupt prosecutors?
Tell her.
The
penis.
Then wouldn't you want to cooperate
in Kagina
with those who were involved in the case? Unless you have an ulterior motive. Ninja Warlord, thank you for the 10 bits. Now Von Karma's gonna get a slap in the nuts. Posthumously.
Now that I think about it, Judge Courtney knew about the IS-7 incident. And the slap in the nuts. So it would seem she really is here because of the penis in Kagina.
She wants that penis in Kagina.
She won't it. She won't it.
Even if you're related to the incident, I don't see how Prosecutor Edgeworth is.
I'm literally related to it.
He is the son of the attorney in that case, and a prosecutor taught by Von Karma himself.
So what you're telling me is it's a conflict of interest and he should be out of here.
I'm related!
And what's more, he was in the audience at the IS-7 trial. So he watched stuff, so he knows everything.
So related.
I'm sure there are many points he can enlighten us on.
He's like, I was hungry.
And bored.
I wanted to play Nintendo.
That's just the last thing that tiny Miles Edgeworth would say, though, that he was hungry and bored and wanted to play Nintendo. He was doing exactly what he wanted to be doing at that time.
He was marking all the errors in the court procedure.
Yeah. Very well. I will allow you to cooperate. However, your investigation must not hinder the other investigators.
Bloody hell.
The Winter Palace is currently being investigated, but the Fountain Patio is open to you.
That's my Courtney pie. Now we're talking.
I'm going to hit you.
Oh. As thanks. I will allow you to have a hug with Uncle Ray.
Overruled. If I feel your cooperation isn't needed, I will have to ask you to leave.
Yeah, okay.
Ah, isn't that great, Miles? Now we can start investigating.
You really helped us there. I know I sound sarcastic, but that's just me being genuine. I know I sound sarcastic there, but you know.
Uncle Ray did it all for himself.
Humph.
All right. Uncle Ray's going to investigate too, so let me know if you figure something out.
Yeah, okay. Wakata.
Just here sniffing the water.
Yokai. Right then. Okay, let's begin the investigation.
Okay,
Hajime.
let's do this.
We still don't know where Mr. Dovey's body,
Icy Dovey.
where Mr. Dover's body and the Normalium were hidden.
We don't have enough information to go on.
Yeah, I fucking know, Kay. You're
That's
right.
what I said.
Our first priority is the Normalium.
Well, Normalium is used in washing detergents, paints, and the like.
Okay. Yeah, we said that.
Things with chemicals in them.
You mean everything?
What about dihydrogen color? No.
Monoxide?
Yeah, the water. That's the joke. If I recall, it is a red liquid with a minty aroma.
Normalium is a red liquid with a minty aroma.
So he's sniffing the water for a reason, you little smartass.
Yeah.
Well then, let's get looking.
But we still can't explain why he's tasting it.
Let's
Tastes
get
like shit.
Let's get looking for that Normalium.
He's like,
Okay.
tastes normal to me. Oh
Investigate.
god.
Doesn't taste like blood at all.
Zodiac Odd Gallery.
I know we just found a dead guy in this water, but
Fountain Patio.
but I had to get a little sip.
We have an hour until 3. I'm just reminding myself more than anything because I need to
Okay.
come off for them. All right, Zodiac Odd Gallery.
Look at that sexy legs.
Yeah, what's up?
Yo, notice anything?
I wonder if this case and the IS-7 incident are connected somehow.
Yeah, I wonder.
Sister,
okay?
I was thinking the same thing. Go
They're in
on.
the same place, and the
and
body.
I was thinking, yeah, they might be.
Yeah, same place, same circumstances.
Oh my God.
But you know, it's hard to say for certain right now, but I also don't think they are completely unrelated, much like me and Gregory Edgeworth.
But your father was in charge of the IS-7 incident, right?
Wouldn't this be a crazy coincidence?
This can't just be a coincidence. It must be destined by fate. Let's solve both of these cases. I'll make sure to steal the truth for you.
Yeah, okay, that sounds promising. Now then, to the task at hand.
I like
Let's
how he's gone from don't steal things to being like complicit.
Wait, she's stealing information. That's sexy. Let's resume the let's resume the
let's do that.
Shut the fuck up. Huh?
Let's
Oh, yes. Let's resume the investigation of the Normalium.
It's a red liquid with a minty aroma, right? Let's go ask around. Okay. I mean, we've looked at everything already, I think. Unless this moon is different. No, this place looks different. Oh, Larry's there.
Yeah.
What's that puddle on the ground?
Oh.
Oh, Larry shat himself
Oh.
when he fell down.
He fell down on the other side of the courtyard.
Yeah, he's a magic shitter.
Sculptures of a man with the face of a moon and a woman with the face of a sun.
She's from
man.
Teletubbies.
The man looks kind of gloomy, though. Were these also made by Pierre Roquet?
Yeah, it seems he made these in his youth when he was enthralled with the stars. The piece likens the relationship between the moon and the sun to something closer to home. Man and woman. The piece is entitled My Parents.
I think we know who wore the pants in that marriage.
That's quite sexist, Kay. Women wear pants.
He's like, it's okay for them to wear pants now.
Look at my legs. Do you see these pants? Beautiful.
Have you seen my ass crack in these pants?
Look at that.
Amazing.
On this service card, Ms. Hall has prepared her tea set.
What's that weird fucking bottle over there?
Oh, shit. Wait. I wasn't looking at the bottle, but wait, what is the bottle?
The one on the right side?
That's normalium?
Could be normalium or fatalium. We don't know.
It just feels like it's out of place from everything else.
It does.
So we should definitely investigate that.
According to the pamphlet, the museum is also famous for its tea. Almost famous.
Almost.
It's getting there. It's up and coming.
Almost. It certainly had a flavorful, rich taste, much like me.
Huh. It seems this tea set was also made by Mr. Dover.
Oh, so the tea set was made by the victim. Let's take a closer look.
Okay, let's have a look.
There's a container with Kalon tea leaves in it. To prevent exposure to sunlight and moisture, the container is airtight and made of tin. This should help preserve the quality of the tea leaves.
Okay. I'll have a look at it. Is Michael Scott inside this thing?
he's trying to spy on the investigation.
He's trying to spy on, yeah.
So this tea set was made by Isaac Dover.
Fancy stuff, huh?
Okay, I'd say this tea set is worth thousands of dollars. Please be careful with it.
It's worth thousands? This tea set is such a treasure?
Please don't look so excited. Why are you skeptical that a tea set could be worth thousands of dollars?
Look at it!
What?
Yeah, it's fancy as fuck.
It looks tacky.
It's fancy as fuck. It's handmade by a highly popular sculptor, and depending on what the materials are, and the dude just died twice.
Yeah.
It looks shit to me.
I mean, that is perfectly fine. You're allowed your taste. I do not want this tea set myself, but
sometimes things that are expensive are worse.
That's true.
Well,
that's true.
The worth isn't in what they are.
If this tea set had anything to do with the murder, we can be damn sure Bakura had part in this.
If I recall correctly, Ms. Hall was a huge fan of Mr. Dover. I mean, you're forgetting that, like, Justin Bieber spent, like, $2 million on a monkey picture.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
I did not know
that. Yeah,
that.
all the celebrities are trying to offload their fucking NFTs. That's why everybody was trying to hype it up.
Hey, Edgy!
Oh, sorry.
Dump it off on
Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. LK's Inner Phoenix Wright is coming out. The Voided Up, thank you for the bit. I've seen tourist trap crap with better taste at Disneyland, Florida. Florida!
Oh yeah, no, again, not arguing the taste.
I'm sorry, my stomach's doing like somersaults. I'm sorry if I'm like...
No worries.
See if you see me fidget. Ninja Warlord.
Do you need to stop early?
I don't think we need to stop. If we've only got an hour left.
Okay.
I just wanted to apologize that I'm fidgeting so much. Ninja Warlord 1420, thank you for the 100 bits. You think Phoenix has Edgeworth's ascot that he sniffs every night before he goes to sleep?
Yes.
That's why Edgeworth has 2.
Yeah.
What is it?
Be careful with that teapot.
Why must I be warned by him of all people?
And I got news for you.
Mama is a dragon. Thank you for cashing in the iced tea.
Madame and Monsieur! Would you care for some tea?
Ah, Miss Hall.
He's like, suddenly there were baps in my face. Ah, Katie. No, I'm fine, thanks. Kay and Edgy, you guys can have some.
Well, since you asked, we might as well take a short break.
Certainly.
Certainement. Is that in the game?
The noise?
Yeah, it sounds like liquid pouring.
Yeah, she's pouring tea.
She's pouring tea.
Thanks for the tea.
Wow, it's so tasty. What kind of tea is this, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's Kalon tea. Yeah, sounds like he doesn't have any respect, in my opinion. Known for its citrus aroma. However, Miss Hall, is this the same tea you served us this morning?
Oh yeah, I forgot that's the same day.
Yes, that's right. Was it not to your liking?
No, it's not that. The tea we had this morning had a slightly different aroma.
Smells different from the tea we had this morning. Did something change? Are they being fed something that's making their taste stuff like... I don't know what's going on.
Is it
I don't
minty?
think so.
It could have normalium in it.
Ah, what? Why?
I don't know.
Oh, it could have had Normalium in earlier.
Oh, how strange. It is the same Kalon tea I served this morning. There should not be anything different about it.
What's wrong with you, Edgy? Quit nitpicking. Quit nitpicking about the tea Katie so kindly prepared for you.
Larry, what are you getting so upset about?
I'm not upset. You're just being a rude jerk. And I told you to call me Larice.
Valid.
Sheesh. I'm not going to talk to you anymore. Edgeworth is just like, thank God.
It's like arguing with a child.
He's not wrong.
Larice, I wonder what's wrong.
I'd like to ask him that later myself.
Huh?
And I also need to speak with Ms. Hall. I'm just amused that Yami Kisara is saying, stop dead naming. It's only when he's wearing this outfit that he's called Larice. It's not that Larry is dead.
Vampiro, thank you for the 5 bits. I'll take this tea and drink it.
I don't have any evidence that shows she is the culprit, but
I could make something up.
I dare say she is the one who set up the poison gas trap.
Alright. Not much to say about that, really. Statues, I guess. We'll check them out.
They're statues of a couple in Roman costumes. Are these by Piero K2?
I think these were made in the middle years of his life at the height of his fame.
Jesus. Just Ellie, thank you for redeeming the Proto Badger.
There was the height of his fame right there.
That was the height of his fame.
Boo. He modeled them after the Roman gods at the request of his beloved wife.
Okay, so what if Isaac Dover was the original sculptor of the vase that was in Lana and Gant's office that eventually inspired the shape of the blue badger?
Oh,
Everything's coming full circle.
Everything's coming together.
wow.
Oh, yeah.
And then eventually that led to the proto badger, the height of his work.
Oh, the piece is entitled Venus, the Goddess of Beauty, and Her Manservant.
Or sin.
I think it's obvious who wore the pants in that relationship.
What the fuck, Kay?
Thank you for redeeming it. Gay lovemaking. Thank you.
Gay love me.
Let's check out this.
You wear pants, you're making gay
Dame.
love. Ugh, the smell of color. Don't tell me this is a puddle of tea.
We have
Huh?
to save it at once.
There's a piece of pottery in the middle of the puddle.
Pottery shard found in a puddle of tea. The design looks familiar. Touch the check button for details.
I wonder what broke.
I think I recognize the design. I should probably show this to that man and see what he has to say.
Okay. So we
Maybe we
got
should
the...
spin it around a little bit.
Yeah, oh, it's Pyramid Head.
It's completely broken.
Yes, I suspect it will be hard to tell where this piece originally came from.
Alright. If only there was some kind of distinctive mark on it.
If only.
If only. And then
God.
turn it around.
Oh my, wow, what a distinctive mark.
Huh? I feel like I've seen this design somewhere before.
Isn't it Pierre Gay, the sculptor's signature?
I wonder why this was dropped in a puddle of tea.
Why do I get the feeling I know who's behind this? Larry, did you eat this?
This
I
isn't
guess
a
that-
cookie, Larry.
Explains that, I guess. Okay.
I think we gotta show it to Ray.
Oh, that makes sense. What's up, Ray?
Get out of the tea, Kay.
Miles, how's the investigation going? Are you going to show me the thing that was right behind me?
Well, little by little, I'm beginning to see the entire truth behind this case.
Oh, that's good to hear. Uncle Ray had better not fall behind either.
Let's have a chat.
This case seems to have a lot in common with the case 18 years ago.
I agree. The melted ice in the Winter Palace and the body of the victim from 18 years ago. I wonder why nobody ever noticed the body was missing after all this time. The only family Mr. Dover had was a young son. His son, and Mr. Gustavia's son, who attended the same elementary school. After the case, they both went missing.
What? And they haven't been found yet?
I haven't heard any news about Mr. Gustavia's son being found. But as for Mr. Dover's son, he was found, and his inheritance was delivered to him.
I'm sorry. Bless you.
And because of that, Mr. Dover never had a proper funeral. That way, they were able to make it look like the body had been in police custody.
Thank you.
The autopsy report had also been forged, so nobody but the defense ever found out.
Von Karma, you would go that far. You son of a bitch!
Alright. Check out this thing I found on the floor.
Wanna eat this?
This, eh? This evidence holds the so-called key to the case, right?
Oh, he's being sarcastic.
I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. It's possible.
Yup, then hold on to it closely. Hurry, hurry, put it away.
Okay, he doesn't think much about this.
Alright.
But he said the thing about showing it to him.
Oh, he did? Right, when we looked at it.
Look, there's a mark engraved on the bottom. It says,
That's because this teapot was created by the sculptor, Pierre Gay.
Maybe we need to show it to Larry, because Larry was the one standing next to the puddle.
As the creator, he would engrave his initials onto his works.
but wasn't his real name Isaac Dover?
Yeah. Apparently the victim of the IS-7 incident created this piece. Though I'm left to wonder, are all these works in the Zodiac Art Gallery his creations?
Alright. Should I show him the picture of the kids?
You try.
Nope. Okay.
Try showing Larry the pottery piece.
Sure.
He probably broke it.
Oh, it's on this guy.
That's probably why he was so agitated.
Prosecutor de Best ordered me not to let you investigate anything but this room. I absolutely cannot let you pass through any further than this. I'm sorry.
I won't, since I can't pass through anyway. You're standing in front of a wall.
No.
You fool.
After all, you're Prosecutor Edgeworth. If you really wanted to, this wall wouldn't stop you.
Wow, you're even more fearsome than I thought, Mr. Edgeworth.
What kind of human do these people think I am? The best! I am not, I can't, this is a wall. You guys.
I guess we'll go to
What
Larry.
the fuck?
Larry, what's up, bro?
Hey, you fucking silly boy.
Silly boy.
Larry, tell me what you're hiding.
You two, stop glaring at each other like that.
I'm not glaring, Kay. I'm using my artist perspective. Edgy's the one who's glaring.
Bitch, if you know what's good for you, you will tell me what you're hiding right now.
No way, dude. Didn't I say that I'm not talking to you anymore?
Aren't you talking to me right now?
From now on, I'm definitely not talking to you anymore.
I'm not going to get anywhere like this. Looks like I'll have to force it out of him.
All right. Hiding something?
Larry, what are you hiding?
Hmm.
What the hell is this? Hey, come on, Mr. Edgeworth, this isn't the time to be playing around, you know.
Hump, I wasn't playing around. I'm a very serious man.
Still, it looks like Larice won't be talking anytime soon.
If he isn't going to talk to us willingly, I'll just have to force him to talk. I may just have something on what he's hiding. The broken teapot, probably.
Yeah.
I should present that to him and see what he says. Or teacup, or whatever it is.
Alright.
You got a great butt.
I am watching AEW Revolution tonight, Samurai Tiger. Thank you for the resubscription with Prime for 11 months. If so, which match are you most excited for? I can't wait for Danielson versus Moxley myself. If I had to pick one... Let me look at the card. I mean, I'm very excited for Punk versus MJF in the dog collar match, but I also don't expect that to be a technically great match, but I'm excited for it. Let's see. I'm really excited for Adam Cole versus Adam Page. Let's see. AEW Revolution card. Sorry, guys. Just curious.
You're good.
I mean, honestly, I think if I had to give a match I'm most excited for, probably the main event, honestly. Hangman versus Adam Cole. It's just going to be such a good match. All right, let's... Here we go.
Sorry, I was grammatically correct in gatekeeping Longa's dick. Larry, take a look at this.
Because the grammar has to be perfect.
Well, I forgot to write the name because it was just gatekeeping dick. But then I was like, well, gatekeeping whose dick? Because that could mean a lot of things. So then I wrote Lagna, I think. And then I was like, lasagna. And then my line was there. And then I was like, shit, I need to fix this.
A lot of things happening.
Yeah. My brain is turmoil.
What's that?
Larry, I've got a feeling that what you're hiding is related to this. Is related to the tea in this pottery shard. Well, if you're not going to talk to me, I can always hand this shard over to Judge Courtney.
Wait, I'm trying to keep a clean image for Justy. I don't want her to see how I've dirtied myself.
No, don't talk to me like you're little kinky.
It's like, why do you gotta say it like that?
I'm not your dom mommy. I do not want to imagine what part of you can be considered clean, but...
Hopefully none of me soon.
I'd hope your STI results are clean. How about that? Get tested regularly, children.
That ship sailed a long time ago, Edgy.
Syphilis would explain so much about your condition. If you don't want her to declare you guilty, I suggest you speak truthfully now.
Yowzamagia, thank you for the 5 bits. And I'm not sure if this is a reference to something, but out of this house. Out of this house!
I got it. I'll tell you.
Alright, what you hiding?
Oh, Larry! It is time
Hang on. It's time you confess to what you've done.
How can you be so cruel to your best friend?
Huh. The same way you can be so dishonest to your best friend.
Wait, who is he
They're
saying?
besties.
They're saying that they are best friends?
Yep. They're besties.
Look at this.
I am your bestie.
Well, you can stop glaring at me. I promise to tell the truth this time for sure.
Thanks, BFF.
I just thought I'd pour Justy some tea. But my hand kind of slipped a bit, and it broke. I accidentally broke the crazy expensive teapot!
No.
The butt strikes again. Why am I not surprised?
I'm never gonna financially recover from this.
Just be a host in a host club. You'll be fine.
Oh boy. You've really done it this time, Larice.
They pay Larry to stay away from the host clubs. What should I do, Edgy? Katie will hate me.
Crying to me about it won't solve anything. First, you should apologize to Miss Hall.
Oh, wow.
That's right, on your knees, bitch.
Is that so? My teapot was...
Ryrie Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. Kiss, kiss, fall in love. Don't know why. Because of the...
Because that's Oron
Because
and she
that's
broke a
the-
vase.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
I
the plot
see.
of Oron Host Club. Katie, I'm so sorry. I don't have any money, but I'll draw as many portraits of you as you'd like.
Please, kindly raise your head, monsieur. It is I who should apologize. I did not notice the broken shards. It is dangerous, so I'll tidy up the broken pieces. Allow me to take this piece from you as well.
Wasn't this tea set one of Isaac Dover's works? I heard that it was very important to you.
Yes. But there's no use crying over spilled tea.
Ryrie Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. It's the opening song for Oron High School Host Club, and it's stuck in my head because that's how my brain works. I totally get you. Do you think we could wrap up shortly? I'm sorry, I'm not feeling very good.
Yeah. That's okay.
Sure.
We
Okay.
can wrap up now if you want.
We'll get to the end of this conversation, but honestly,
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think I'm in it. I don't think I'm in it.
No worries.
Besides, I still have another one of those teapots left.
Is she not as attached to Dover's works as she used to be?
Katie, you're so kind. Oh. That other teapot you were talking about, is it the one on that cart?
He breaks it.
He's
Oh,
like,
Jesus.
now you don't have any left.
We?
Truth is, when I was trying to hide the broken shards, I looked under that cart.
Thanks, guys.
And I found a teapot that looked exactly the same, so I switched them.
Pots were switched. Larry switched the broken teapot with another teapot.
Oh,
That's
that would
why it
explain
tastes different,
why
'cause
it
it's-
tastes different. Yeah.
They've replaced the teapot.
Really?
Yeah. Everything's cool now.
She definitely did it.
You think?
She sus.
That fucking stutter right there was all I needed.
Yeah. Interesting.
She did it.
Yeah. I took great care to make sure no one would break that pot.
Don't pray about what you fucking broke it.
I'm sorry.
I do not mind. Thank you for your consideration.
Ugh.
Edgy. Katie is a really nice lady, isn't she?
You should reflect on how you cause trouble for people like her.
Okay. When I make it big as an artist, I'll donate paintings.
Yeah, I'll be honest. A lot of my suspicions were on Kate, just because there's only so many people who were there when the thing happened. So it's either Gustavia, Jalicia, or Kate, really.
We'll see what happens.
Or Ray.
In fact, I'll even welcome you as my own personal model, bestie. Or should I say, breastie?
Oh. I think it'd be better if you just stopped causing trouble and coming on to me. I hope you haven't done anything else.
I haven't. I just stood around sketching beauties.
Okay, well, sketching beauties, that sounds sketch.
And beautiful. If you're interested, I can let you take a peek.
I guess even Mr. Edgeworth is interested in beauties.
It's not like that. I am gay. I just thought it might be another one of his strange paintings.
How dare you? I'm very confident in my work this time.
Oh, I want to see too.
Oh, I'm glad you're so honest about it, Kay. I'll get it ready, so come check it out later.
I guess I'll have him show it to me later.
Alright, I'm gonna... Well, we should stay in the conversation so we know we have to talk to Larry, I guess.
Yeah.
But I'll save it on Larry's screen. We're gonna wrap things up there, guys. Sorry, a bit of a short one because my stomach has sort of been doing my head in. So I'm gonna call it and probably get some rest because I think I need it. Alright, guys. We're gonna raid someone. We're gonna raid X the Dark One. He's playing It Takes Two with Lady Nanaki, his partner. So hopefully you guys enjoy watching that. Sorry. We stream Ace Attorney Investigations on Wednesdays and Sundays. We might be a bit early next time because Marin has a session, so we might be starting a little bit earlier than usual on Wednesday. But aside from that, we stream Wednesdays and Sundays at the same usual time of 12:30 p.m. PT or 3:30 p.m. ET. Ryrie Karika, thank you for the 5 bits. It's been fun. Love you all. Take care. Have a great night. See you next time. Bye. And Ninja Warlord 1420, thank you for the 5 bits. It's all good. Take a break and watch some pegging.
Yeah.
If that's what wrestling is, sure, I'll watch some of that. All right,
Men
guys.
pegging each other.
Marin, was there anything you want to say before we take off?
Thanks for watching. Yeah.
And Soupy, was there anything you wanted to say?
Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Sorry about the short stream, guys. Hopefully next time will be longer. I'll leave you in the good graces of X the Dark One and Lady Nanaki. And have a great rest of your Sunday. And if you're watching the wrestling, I hope it's a good time. Otherwise, take care. We'll see you another time.
Ciao, ciao.